What's up, everyone? Welcome to Baseball 4 Podcast here. Gus Rico here. Episode 43, our 1 year anniversary. You guys can see we're celebrating. It's our birthday today for our podcast here. So, we got balloons, we got decorations, and we're celebrating with a little bit of coffee in front of us because Lira didn't bring the champagne bottle, but it's all good. We'll celebrate later. Yes, Anyways, man, what a journey it's been. It's been great. It's been awesome. It's been not easy. So if you want to start your own podcast, come holler at us, and we'll give you some tips for damn sure. But anyways, to my left, co-host Andy Lira.
Yeah, welcome to episode 43, our 1 year anniversary with this podcast, man. If you guys been watching from the beginning to where we are now, we changed it up a lot. We've upgraded. It's taken a year to keep going and keep upgrading little by little. But like we always say, it's an investment in us. We love doing this. We appreciate all you guys that are going. We appreciate the people on Instagram Live looking at us. We are also live on YouTube. We finally hit that 200 subscriber mark, and we're just gonna keep going, man.
I'm proud of you, man. Really proud of you.
Nah, I'm proud of
us. Look at your hat, man. Look at your hat.
Look at this.
But anyway,
covers the big forehead. You know
some Braves updates real quick. We're hosting our own tournament this weekend for the 13U at Birmingham. So if you want to come check out some baseball, come check it out. We're playing each other. I think it was a must thing to do before they head on to 14U. We can't wait for that. We got 8 a.m. game all the way to 6 p.m. on Saturday. Wolfpack's joining us.
It's also to represent your sister too.
Represent my sister's legacy. And before we get even our show started here, we want to send our condolences to the Valdez family. Birmingham baseball, along with Braves Baseball Academy, just lost a great one this past weekend. Andrew Valdez, and so we did a little ceremony for him yesterday. It's been rough, it's been tough, but we're getting through it. We'll talk about the baseball community, how important that is as well. We came together, and alumni, people that played for us, and people that are current players, and it's been great to see some faces out there. But our condolences to the family.
Yeah, and the way you guys went out and walked it off, and especially by one of those people that you guys he was close to and all that too, and it hits home. So we always gotta make sure we support each other. We got everything where we need, and condolences to them. If they need anything, they can always reach out to us, and we'll be there. But yeah, man, shoosh, 1 year, dude.
1 year. It's been 1 year. It's been great. It's been great. We started off on a table, like a press conference.
Literally.
We started off on a table, and I remember the idea of you guys bringing it up and like, hey, let's start a podcast, and look at us now. I want to talk about our guest. We can't thank you guys enough to our motivators, in a good or bad way. Thank you guys for motivating us, and we try. It's not easy to get on the mic, get in front of a camera, and speak your mind. So we just want to say thank you guys so much for everything. We want to come on here and talk about through our what a year has been of our journey from our lighting to our cameras to to our production, behind the scenes, Sam and. It's definitely not easy. Even reaching out to our guests is probably the toughest part, because obviously the time has to add up with everybody's schedule and all that stuff. And we got creative with the Zoom. Rafa out there, Marco's dad, big huge shout out to him. He actually helped us tremendously. Amber, everyone that has helped us, with this journey, it's been great. To me, myself and I just it's great because you get to talk about stuff in baseball and whatever is going on in the world out there. Shoot, I mean, we talked about travel ball, we talked about nutrition, we talked about umpires out here, and guys that came in here that stepped a foot in this room, played a huge part, a big impact in somebody's life, I'm sure, in a year.
Yeah, and then shout out to you, because you having all the connections, having gone and not being afraid to reach out and be like, hey, you know what, come if you guys would like to come on the podcast and, express your guys' journey, express everything. I think it was great, and you've been able to make that connection. We've been able to set this up, and with the help of with a lot of people. And one thing is what we appreciate, everybody may have certain things about us or judge us certain things, but we're always thankful. We're always appreciative of people that have come and helped us grow and do that. So, I mean, shoot, we even had a couple one that we traveled to with Juan Pierre in North Carolina. So we've been doing we've been trying to make sure we give you guys the best variety of things, as in, with umpires, and then we did have touring on here, trainers, we did have
Rocks.
coaches, everything you can think about to get us here, man. Sometimes I'd be like, man, what else can we bring on here? What else are we gonna do? But you can never get
Rocks came out twice.
rocks, and then
He
like
did part two.
so it's more. And I think that's the best part about it, is because sometimes an hour is not enough, right? Like sometimes
Right.
an hour is not enough where you can come back and finish the conversation going where we left off. And
We even had ex-major leaguers,
Yeah.
Barnesy, Juan Pierre,
Kurt
Suzuki. It's not just about me reaching out to people. It takes a village to reach out to people. It's like, hey, why don't you bring so-and-so and so-and-so? And I feel that this next year we can probably, most definitely, take it up a notch a little bit. Maybe change up the scenery in here a little bit and get this table back to the lobby. I need it back.
Yeah, maybe we can do it like the long couch.
There you go, the long couch. There you go, Lira.
But,
get creative, man. That's your job right there.
I mean, you guys can give us pointers as well. What do you guys think would be a good look? We have Ruben behind the camera for Instagram stuff. So if you guys have any questions, any of that stuff, go ahead. But I want to start off with, man, like what was your favorite moment, or what was it? What made you want to start this? 'Cause I know we've talked about it, but I don't
we
think
talked
they've
about
heard.
it. Well, we have this open room, and we're like, well, what are we going to use this for? Utilize it for? So I was like, shoot. I mean, we all said a podcast, but I think I was playing around when I said that. And then this wall over here, with the soundproof, not really a sound. We got to get rid of that, and our Hall of Fame over here, we got to update and upgrade that. But what made my favorite moment? I'm not gonna pick one person, but I think my favorite moment is just being here and get to speak, to the public and speak our minds, and we keep it clean for the most part. I know a lot of our kids listen, so we want to be professional. But I look forward to this. I know we take a couple weeks off, which I think we need it, but I look forward to it because it's 45 to an hour of peace. Just speak your mind.
Yeah, and I think the conversations we started with to now, like baseball is the overall topic of it, but there's been so much that happens within the year that it's
Right.
like, man, like let's go talk about this today, or let's bring this person on, because when you're out there coaching, you're going through these things, you're like, dude, like I've never seen this before, and you're
Right.
going here. So I think that's where, like, if you look at all the episodes, the evolution to now, I think all the conversations may be around the same topic, but it's just different. And
we brought in
so
high
many
school
different
coaches.
views.
We brought in our coaches. We brought in a couple umpires. We brought in, Rox Arroyo, trainers like Tori. We brought in, Sid Lopez, Sua. I mean, we brought in a bunch of, ex-major leaguers. And I think one thing we really nailed was respecting the game. I think we really, really focused on that, respecting the game of baseball.
Yeah.
Because out there, I mean, we're involved with high school and travel ball, and you definitely see some things that I'm like, wow, it's the game has definitely changed, and for the good or the bad, and we're if we see, especially one of our kids, like not respecting the game, then they're definitely going to get told.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's like nowadays you got to try to find the fine line of what's part of the game now and what's not, because like the bat flipping and all this, like I believe some of it is part of the game,
For sure.
and then there's some that is just like, okay, now we're overdoing it.
Like, heat
But
of
I
the
think
moment.
that's the great line where it's like, man, back then it wasn't that, right? Like if you did that, you felt like you were disrespecting the game. So I feel like we've done a great job of bringing people in, especially we brought low athletes too, like Drew and Carlos and all them, that they kind of we didn't really talk about it, but like to them it's like it's part of the game now. That's what they're growing up on.
Yeah.
And you kind of be like, that's where you kind of feel like those conversations can underline where it's like, okay, like,
And we brought in Avila, Wes. I mean, all those guys. I mean, if I'm leaving you out, I'm sorry, man. It's been a whole year. Actually, in 2 days of the year, our anniversary. But I figure knock it out today, and start off on a lunch table, on a press conference table with our and I don't even think we were recording at the time. We were on Instagram Live, and then you guys with the whole production stuff, the whole, I don't know, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And if you guys want to start your own podcast and need any pointers, feel free to reach out. We plan to take this to the next level a little bit in the sense of like maybe getting new scenery in here. But I mean, we're proud of what we've done, and I think a lot of people do tune in, and if we get some decent views, and
Yeah.
keep going.
I mean, it's all it is, right?
You've gotten a lot better, by the way.
I've gotten a lot better.
You got a lot better. You were terrible at first.
Ah, you know what? Tell me how you really feel now. That's what I'm talking about. There we go.
A year later, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, honestly, it's I think we've grown though. Like, because it's when you get in front of the camera at first, of course you're kind of like, how do I speak? Should I speak this certain way, or how should I be?
Right.
And like, how is people gonna perceive us? The most important, like that's the biggest thing, right? Like, are we gonna find ourselves enjoyable on the other side of the camera where people can kind of look in and do that? I think our chemistry has been great over the year, and I mean all the guests as well is like nothing. I don't think there's been an episode where it felt like awkward. Like, what are we doing? Like, like it didn't. I don't think we've had an episode of that where
I probably
it's
would have
more
called
like,
them out. I probably would have been like, you know what, this is awkward, man. I've been like, time out. Like,
yeah,
all over.
If anything, I think we're getting more like.
The hardest part was, I mean, not it. We did. I was in Texas. We did one with the 12U skipper Ryan.
Team USA.
And Team USA, and you're hearing the balls in the back, cling, 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 hitting, and but we got creative. We got it done. The whole Wi-Fi thing, and the whole travel, like with the podcast and. With Juan Pierre, we did it in a hotel press conference room. And that was pretty dope. So, man, if you guys want to do part 2, you guys that have been here before, let us know. Reach out to us. That would be great. Part 2, you guys want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. High school baseball is coming to an end here. We can touch on playoffs, and I know we brought in some high school coaches last year. We can touch on MLB and. Or travel baseball, what you guys think about that over there. One thing I want to point out, we were at a Huntington Beach a couple weeks ago, and we're at the snack bar. You and I told Sammy this story, and earlier today, we got approached by some umpires, and they were like, "Hey, you guys are the podcast guys," and we're like, "Oh man, that felt good," because they obviously listen, and shout out to them out there. You guys doing it for the youth baseball, the umpires out there, even though you guys get an earful.
Yeah, no, that was right there was kind of like. I know we were asking them a question on what happened beforehand, and then at the end of the conversation goes, "Hey man, you guys are the podcast guys, right?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "You guys are doing amazing, man. Keep doing what you guys are doing. That's great information." I think, and that's why we keep going. Like, it isn't like we always say, right? Like, we can sit here, but as long as we change one person's perspective on how they look at travel ball or how they look at umpires, especially because, like I think that's the biggest thing for us too, is always like giving the different perspectives. Of people getting in here with umpires, because then now you can find a different level of patience with them, and give them more of like, not be like, hey, don't learn how to talk to them in a certain way where I think it's more respectful. Yeah, and I think that's what changed me. I always say, I always looked at certain umpires, but then after those conversations with these umpires, now you look at it from their lens and in different things. You have more patience with them. You kind of be like, you know what? Human error happens, and we can sit here and
my biggest thing is like
that.
like as long as they know the rules and knowing the rules and like make sure like don't screw it up, and like we do travel an hour and a half, an hour for these games, and we only get to play an hour 45, sometimes an hour 30, whatever. We don't get the full 6-7 innings in, and then we run this play we've been working at practice for X amount of time, and then we run this play, and then you screw it up and you don't know the rules, and then it's just but like I said, it's not easy to go out there and try to be the bad guy for everyone. It's tough. I mean, I got a little loud yesterday in our high school game, and kind of caught myself and checked myself, but I think I was doing that on purpose, trying to get tossed so I wouldn't have to be at Friday's game and so I can go watch Paul Skeen's pitch. I'm just kidding.
So you guys do
take a day off.
That's all right, bro. You can leave it a little early. Still shout out.
No, man, come on, man. No, I can't do that. Can't do that.
Now.
But
Paul Skeens is coming up though, Friday. I'll be there.
Paul Skeens is throwing tomorrow. Paul Skeens is throwing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I got a game to win first.
Nah, see, I got to give it a go watch.
Oh, see?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the girlfriend. She bought the tickets.
Oh,
she said,
wow.
"Hey," she said, "I gotta treat you to a game and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, that's what I'm talking about."
All year you didn't.
I'm gonna go give me a little. What do you mean? I have actually.
Wow. Oh,
I
you're
have.
gonna shout her out.
I
All of a
have.
sudden.
Do you want to go back to the episodes?
Shout out to you.
Do you want to go back to the
Let's
episodes?
rewind. Let's watch. Let's
rewind.
rewatch all of them.
Can.
Shout out to the wife and kids.
We
I got my little
can.
one here, and she's gonna come on a little bit. She's gonna make a special appearance probably. She's been bugging me that she wants to come on, so I don't know. Yeah, I might bring her on.
Yeah.
So.
You know what today is today though, right?
What?
NFL draft, man.
NFL draft.
It's today.
Who are the Raiders taking?
Oh,
Since you're a
pick
Raider fan.
6? We taking Gentry from the what is it, Boise State, the running back. But what I've heard is the Bears are trying to trade up to 5.
Don't you guys need a quarterback?
We do. Geno Smith, bruh.
They need a whole team. They need a prayer.
We got Geno Smith. What are you talking about?
Don't you guys need
But
a
hey,
prayer
don't talk to
first?
me when we got a Cowboy fan and a Raider fan when he wants to be.
Oh man!
You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know what you
How
are.
do you know?
My boy got a Rams shirt, a 49ers shirt, and a Raiders shirt, bro. I don't know what he's going with.
Yeah, tell me how you
Yeah,
really
see?
feel. Okay.
We're Big Daddy when we need him, though.
Big Dad's at school. I saw him running laps right now on the soccer field. I was like, "You need water?" He's like, "I'm good." I was like, "All right, dude. We got any questions on there?" Hit us with some questions, man. What's he saying? Oh,
with
part
him?
2 loading. All right, let's do
Bring
it.
it on.
He's been
Bring
he's
it on,
he's working on a
man.
project. I can't.
Ruben wants to come on to talk
Ruben
about
wants
the,
to come.
the
Coach Q's
Yankees,
working
the
on
Yankees
something, man.
shit, bro.
Yankees
You know, his
stuff,
his
man.
favorite team, the Yankees. You know what I mean? Why he
Yeah.
has a Dodger hat on right now.
That's right. But man, going back to this, it's been a great year. I don't know why we do it every Thursday or Friday, or it depends on, on like I said, on people's schedule. But I mean, we're still missing I got to reach out to a bunch of people that been trying to come on. A couple ex-major leaguers, a couple high school coaches that I've been trying to get on, and just our time and 24 hours a day sometimes not enough, man.
No, it's not. It's
know?
not. But I mean, that's what you look forward to, right? Like that's you go. You know what? We still got, but you always want to try to take advantage of people's.
Hey, let's not
times
forget
and
our
stuff.
last one with the Team Moms.
Yeah,
Man, that was a wild one.
that was a wild one, man. I think that was a different perspective that opened up a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah.
But then it also brought in a lot of people are like, oh, we want to come on now and go do this, and it's like, oh, we can only take so much of it for a little bit.
Yeah, I can't get told what to do. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to everyone out there.
Yeah, but shout out to the parents, man. If you guys want to come out and kind of let us have it, I guess you can for the moment. But it's one of those where it was fun, man. Because
I didn't ask you, what was your favorite moment?
my favorite moment of the podcast. Oh man, dude,
I mean, you're always running late.
I actually have not been running late.
You're always, you know what? Your last couple have been pretty decent, but you're always running late.
No, there's only one time I
We should
ran late 'cause
rename
of a
it. Like I
haircut.
said, Never on Time Ball 4 podcast.
Never on time.
Never. That's a good one.
Well, we do
actually.
want to know why we weren't on time today, right? Do I have to really give all the?
No, you don't gotta go
You know what I'm
there.
saying? But one of my favorite moments was there's a lot of them, but I want to say it's definitely was the umpires because it made me change my mind on coaching and really managing a game with an umpire
Wow.
with the umpire because that really changed like
Shout
a lot
out
of
to Dax and the Astorga brothers.
yeah. Because if it wasn't for that, I think I probably would have been on a lot of umpires very fast.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said, right? I expect you to know the rules. I expect you to do these things, but then. At the same time, even us, sometimes we're going to different tournaments. You're going to different tournaments. There'll be different umpires, different rules for different tournaments. And it's like you constantly have to remember these things. And granted, we're what we call professionals in this, but it's like you may forget one thing one time. And so, like me, it would be where it's like you kind of got to picture that.
At the travel ball, at the high school
But-
level, the more they see you and the more you respect them, and you probably have your words here and there, but at the travel ball and high school level, the more they see you and they see you doing a pretty good job, they're gonna respect you back.
Yeah.
And you got to go carry yourself a certain way. That's why yesterday with that base umpire, it wasn't a balk. I'm begging for that run to come in so we can get out of there, but. I mean, you never know. He might find something that I yelled, whatever. But he told me to be quiet in the nicest way possible. But because we know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
But another guy says that he's probably like, "You're out of here. I don't even know you." I'm not trying to say I'm getting away with a lot of stuff, but you just build that relationship where. I just call myself old.
But that is true though because like you talk about it like the biggest thing to me is the NBA, right? Right now it's the playoffs. You got the Lakers 1-1, right? Great thing. But you have the NBA. They get on the refs a lot, right? But then there's certain guys that have more leeway than other guys,
Of course.
and I think that's the reality
Like
with baseball as
LeBron
well.
James.
No, he actually doesn't get calls.
Oh my God.
But I think it's Luca that gets away with some yelling. I think he stopped it though because he don't want to cost himself those things. But it's the same thing as coaches. Like the more you build that rapport and you understand, they're gonna give you some leeway where they're gonna be like, hey man, like
Yeah.
let's stop it. Like
Yeah.
well, other guys that had that rep where it's like, yo, you're constantly yelling, you're doing all these things. I don't want to deal with that. And then the biggest thing too is the parents, right? Like
Yeah.
if you control your parents and they don't yell at the umpire, they actually respect you so much more because they let them call their game and be like,
Well,
yo,
I mean,
you know
a
what?
game of I'm speaking for the game of baseball, it can get out of control so fast, and we tell these umpires like, hey man, you got to do your part, like don't let it get out of control.
Yo.
And the guys that we brought in here, man, those guys don't let anything get out of control. Like those
Yeah,
guys
no.
are like strict as heck, and I love that because it makes our job a lot easier. And if you say something, even if you're in the stands, you're gonna get tossed. Like, hey, we're gonna need you to exit the facility. But
Correct.
man, Rox Arroyo talked about the all kinds of stuff. We did two parts with him, and
Yeah.
respecting the game.
Bendito
He's got
Baseball and all this.
Bendito Baseball. He's out there, in Mexico doing his thing with those kids out there. I see you working rocks. Keep it up, man. PD doing his thing with the Dodgers and riding his World Series trophy in here.
I know that was dope.
Covered you up.
That was definitely my second best moment right there.
It
bro.
was actually, yes.
That's my
yes.
second best moment.
Yeah, holding that trophy
Absolutely.
was pretty dope. That was pretty cool.
It was a good experience, man. Just hearing the stories and on off the camera, but it's one of those things that you look forward to it too, man. As a fan, right? Like you're like, man, like you kind of want to hear the inside of the Dodgers and the way these guys work and the way they do these things. And it's like we want to give these athletes these understandings, like how to get there, right? And I think a lot of like.
I mean, I'll be
Sosua and
honest.
all
Like like with Petey, I had to pick up my game. Like as far as coaching at the high school level, like he inspired me in a certain way, in a different way of like get stuff done. And he reached out with our loss, the recent loss with Birmingham, and after they lost to the Cubs in the first night, he reached out and he's 2 hours ahead. And I'm like, man, it's like that meant a lot. But I mean, I've learned throughout the year a lot from just bringing in people and picking their brain. If it's here or if it's outside of like behind the scenes, and definitely, and maybe I shouldn't be doing this, or maybe I should do this, and
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah, and it seemed like they always go. We learn a lot from us or from you, but it's like, man, I think we've learned so much, but it's from other people. Like even the moms, like they've had different perspectives. Where like, all right, damn, okay, we can look at it that way as well.
yeah,
And I think that's the one thing that we do because I mean, you live the life to keep learning.
for
And
sure.
we don't want to act like we know it all and all that, but it's been fun. It's been a good ride, and I think I've been more excited to keep going and really see what the future holds for us because we've had and we want to bring on some people too from I don't know if we put it out there, but our program knows with 44, man. Like I want to be able to get 44 pro gloves guys out here on the podcast to
Scouts
talk
Pro.
about Scouts Pro as well, to talk about their steps and journeys and how they go and how they help the baseball community out and
Yeah,
been able to do that and we for the Brace program we work something out with them to be able to give them a benefit to use, but
yeah,
like
no,
things
for
like
sure.
that where we have things to look forward to come on here and they they do as well. These are
We got to
our
get some
fans.
tournament directors in here.
Yeah, we do. Well, we gotta get Jeremy. We gotta
Jeremy.
get Rob. Oh, we got the PG.
Tony Harper.
We
I'm
got
telling
Tony
you, man.
Harvey,
I'm like,
yeah, we did. Oh, we're way behind, bro. we're 43 episodes in. We already have like 15 of
15 pictures up there. One of yeah, we're way behind. But yeah, anyways, we got to get some tournament directors, and I want to see their perspective.
What would you think how it would be? Like,
As
do
far
you
as what?
have things lined up for them where it's like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
we gotta this is
Yeah, I got
this is
like
getting
I got questions for them. Like, when does that schedule go out? How do you guys even do it? Like matchups or what rankings? And I'm sure they do. I'm sure they match up teams, and but I mean, it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not easy to just put a like the way Jeremy does it. he has hundreds of teams week in and week out. It's like they don't just throw a tournament out there just to throw, like he's got to worry about a lot of stuff. Him and Megan, they do a heck of a job. Enrique with ESSA, all those guys, AEU, PG, those guys do a heck of a job out there, man. And my biggest thing is for all of us, including myself, you guys, our coaches, is to keep that relationship going. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes it's a little more than baseball. Do we want to win every game and get a ring and a trophy and a banner? Well, that's what we're playing for. But at the same time, is these relationships have been going on for years and years, and I want to keep it going. I want to keep the tradition going of respecting these directors, and no matter who it is, it could be a new person that they bring in, and they introduce us to him or her, and it's like, hey, this is so and so. But we got to make sure, like, if we send an email, it's got to be, professional. Like, hey, please, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree, because it's one of those where, like, you want to keep the relationship going and all that because you want to keep the program and everything going, where it's like, even, and that's why as the coaching out there and all that, it's like, man, like, yeah, you're coaching for yourself, but you're also coaching for the program and putting that name out there. So we want to make sure that none of us go out there and mess up these relationships and all that, because then it's hard to reconnect with it. But yeah, man, Vegas. I think that was our last big tournament we've had recently, right?
Vegas. Shout out to the 9U. They went pretty far. Shout out to everybody that went out there and competed. I missed it, unfortunately. I had to travel to Texas with my 16-year-old, but I was on Game Changer. It's hard when we're on Game Changer and everyone's playing at the same time. I had my iPad going, I had my phone going. I was like, man.
And you had your eyes going on the field.
Going on the field, and I was trying to do everything at once. And we got a question here. Oh, go ahead and fit. Oh man, he's behind the scenes. He was supposed to be sitting right here. So, yeah, man. It's been great. I mean, it was cool. Like Vegas is Vegas. Those teams can play, and everybody travels to Vegas to play each other.
Yeah, man, that's you know what? But
it was windy, right? Was it cold? Windy.
Bro, it was windy.
Windy.
Like 20 to 30 mile per hour winds.
Yeah, that's not fun.
It was just like on that sense ridiculous, but to see the level of competition out there is no joke, bro. Like,
yeah,
you have man-childs like out there where you're just like, wow, you know, and but then it makes you realize what you really need to work on, and like you thought you were good, but you weren't as good as you thought.
I mean, I've been saying it, man.
And it's the reality.
It's a long year of travel baseball. It's a really long year of it. We started in August, September, and we finished in June, July, and then it's like we were done with it, and it's like all over again. And people are probably banged up, tired. I mean, fatigue, all the above, and including coaches, and some parents are probably mentally drained, and some parents probably want to see what the next best thing is, and I mean, hey man, more power to you guys, and. I'm not the one to sit here and say like, oh, you guys have to be here, but it's like I have a small closet, man, at home. I don't have a big closet. I have one jersey. That's it. I have a small closet. If I had a big closet, I would be collecting all kinds of them. But man, I'm good. I'm good.
No, we have multiple jerseys of MLB fan. You got
speaking of jerseys, we're gonna come up with something big next year, man, for the Braves.
Like a new jersey?
Just one.
Just one new jersey?
Parents are probably freaking out right now. Just one jersey.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, man. It could be like the Boston Red Sox. I'm wearing the hat already.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Whoa. Let me find out the clubhouse.
You're a UCLA fan. I get it.
Hey, let me find out that the clubhouse episode got you going.
It did get me going. Right there, I was so locked in. I was like, damn.
Let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about
Duran.
it. Duran. I think
amazing.
Just the struggles of an MLB player, of what they go through, but now he just won as a team in the clubhouse.
Yeah, Duran, Alex Cora. I've always respected Alex Cora, but now I respect him even more.
Bro,
I mean, the guy cheated, beat the Dodgers. He said, I cheated, I screwed up, I paid the price, I took a year off of suspension, and I'm back.
Yeah.
Like, move forward. I mean, move on. Like he heard it in the crowd,
Yeah,
and he's
he
like, "You
said-
told
he
lies.
said it
Like,
was
get
5
over it.
years
It's 5
ago.
years ago."
Yeah.
And then he jogged it off.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That was pretty dope. But I mean, he does a great job. He brings out the energy, the best out of his guys. You can tell right away. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can tell right away. But Durant, man, a lot of respect for him. You know, made the All-Star game MVP, hit a home run off of our boy Hunter.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that's a great episode. So if you haven't watched The Clubhouse on
Go watch
Netflix, go watch that.
Yeah. And the biggest thing I took from him was just Durant himself. They drafted him to play outfield, and he didn't even know that. He got drafted as a second baseman,
He was terrible in the outfield.
but the Boston Red Sox had him in the outfield the whole time.
He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. He didn't go nowhere near it with bases loaded, and it was inside the park grand slam.
Yeah.
It was
I
bad.
think that's but I mean the fans is rough over there.
In Fenway. Well, I'm
their
sure.
fans is rough over there. It's I
I've
mean
never
just like
been.
LA, right? But he took that on the chin and was like, yo, and he's been having a tear, became a leader.
Yeah.
I think that's
young.
every baseball player's thing is. You're wherever they put you in the major leagues. If you want to stay there, you better learn how to play that position.
For sure.
And you're gonna have your lumps and bruises, but if you keep going and you have that mentality to be the best, I think that's where you can come out on top. You just got to keep working, keep going, and it feels lonely when you're in a city by yourself that you don't have no idea about, and
Yeah.
you're from the West Coast. Like,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Yeah. I mean, he almost hung him up. It seemed like, I'm sure. I mean, he almost
Yeah,
gave his life away, but he was. I mean, there's that great episode where he made that comment, but man, they were letting him have it.
Oh yeah,
And he just made that comment. He was, I mean, obviously he regrets it, but yeah, it's a great Netflix episodes. Go watch The Clubhouse with the Boston Red Sox. That's why I'm wearing this hat today, by the way.
yeah.
My brother actually brought this from Fenway.
I believe it. That's good. So man, what do you?
Hey, we got our balloons here. Shout out to the wife. She went, and the kiddos. They went shopping for us
Yeah.
yesterday. They got us decorations and a little bit of balloons.
You're
and last
number one.
minute, there was no way I was gonna make this happen because with my time consumed, I can't do all that.
You're lucky we didn't walk into the balloons everywhere here. You know what I mean?
No.
There's walking
I would
everywhere.
have definitely done this outside or something. But yeah, man, we definitely need part twos. Like I said, if you guys are willing to come in, we're gonna try to change the scenery in here. Lira's in charge of that. Try to get this table out. Maybe put something else in here, and bring in some people that can inspire someone out there. That's our goal. We're trying to inspire the next person. I mean, I'm sure we gave out gloves away. We gave out we're looking out for kids and stuff like that. So, shout out to Punch, shout out to Bagger Sports, so all those people that are getting it going for our kids out there.
Yep. We gotta step up our game a little bit, but we will, of course, as always. And
You're in charge of that.
I'll make sure that we get what we need in here to go, and we gotta change up the scenery. You know what I'm saying? So the next one, hopefully, we can get that in.
Eric Fig, he's
But-
gonna get us a new wall or something. He's gonna. We're working on it. I gotta call him.
You want to get a new
No, we're gonna keep this one here, but we're gonna probably do something on this side.
on this side? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm all for it.
I'm ball for
But what are you looking forward to this?
this. What?
To these sports, man. I know you right now. You're probably not as locked in as
I'm in high
I
school
am.
mode, man.
But
I
like,
am,
you got high school going. Are you excited for that?
I'm excited for that. We're definitely excited for that, and we are on a mission. That's all I gotta say.
You are on a mission now. And I'm sorry, but if the track record speaks for itself,
No,
you're
we're on a
not
mission.
losing.
We're on a mission. We're working hard. We're definitely doing our homework, and that's all I gotta say. We're on a mission. I can't.
You're just
I
locked
can't.
in. Oh, you're locked in.
I'm locked in.
Oh,
I'm
you're
locked in.
locked. I haven't seen
I
you
got-
locked in like this in a minute. Golly, hold on. I'm excited.
Yeah. You catch me on Max Preps like at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Like I'm that guy.
Oh
I'm that
man, I
guy.
might just see you out there at, at
Yeah.
12 o'clock. Get you
Yeah,
some
we got
jogs
that.
in.
We got my son's high school baseball season. We got Braves baseball. We got I got Aiden starting football with his workouts, and Aaliyah with her cheer, doing that. So, and then our newborn, and trying to be the best human being out there. It's
Yeah,
tough,
you're not
man.
busy at all. Don't
I'm
worry
not busy
about
at all, man.
Nah.
So if I don't answer your call, man, it doesn't you always come at the wrong time, by the way.
I actually don't.
Right, Sam? He always calls at the wrong time. Thumbs up, he does.
I
Yes.
do.
You always do.
I do. Well,
And
here's the problem.
I love ignoring.
No,
yeah, you know we're
no,
playing.
no,
Yes, you do.
no, we're
and I
not.
love
No, I didn't know
ignoring
you
your
guys had a
call.
schedule.
You know how it says red and green? I just go boom.
Good.
Red,
Yeah,
red.
you hit that until I call you again because y'all don't leave nothing. You guys don't leave anything where it's supposed to be.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I'm like, where's the stuff at? Where's the practice plan at? Because these dudes are blaming me for everything, and I'm like, where's it at?
Stop it.
See, if you guys would leave stuff where
Stop
they're
it.
supposed to be, we don't have those problems. You know?
See, we gotta clean stuff up, man. That's what it sounds like. We will. We will. All right, I think it's time to bring in our guest.
Is it time?
It's time to bring in our guest. Yeah, come on.
You're gonna
Get your
set
butt
up
over here.
or
Yeah, she's gonna be right here.
but
We want to bring in our guest. She's been wanting to come on her dad and Lira's podcast. Oh, careful.
don't drop
Let
the
me
coffee
see.
now.
Hold on.
Don't
Hey.
pull a Lira.
Hold on. Let me see if we get you out. This way here. Oh, come on. Careful. Oh, and we brought in Aiden as well, huh, for his birthday. We brought in Aiden. We brought in Drew, right, Mama? So this is Aaliyah. Say hi to the cameras. So, yeah, she's been wanting to come on, and she's always telling me, how come you never put me on the podcast, blah, 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 blah. So yesterday, she couldn't sleep. She was looking forward to being on the podcast.
Yeah, is that true? Is there anything you want to talk about or ask? No?
She's all shy now.
You sure?
All excited.
Well, look at that. You're on the 1 year. Maybe next
You're
year.
on the 1 year.
Yeah.
Woo,
might have to
yay.
keep it-
Look at all these balloons. She helped me with the balloons coming up, and she brought everything up. She's like, let me help you. She got up early. She got me up this morning. She's like, you need to get up. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's what sports you do, Leah?
Cheer.
You cheer? Wow.
Mm.
You excited for that? Because it's football. They do the football season, right?
No.
Or
She
is it all the year?
it's more like the competitive stuff, but she's starting off like real slow. We're starting off real slow with her, let me tell you. And I compare it to the travel ball, stuff too. I mean, they're hitting me up for one-on-one lessons. I'm like, look at these young, girls that are teaching, the young ones here. I'm like, all right. Like, so we're slowly but surely gonna step it up a notch here.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. You excited?
Yeah.
All right. Lyra, again, it's been amazing. It's been great. It's been a one heck of a year. I want to break it to you right now that I'm done doing this, so you're it.
Shit, it's all good.
How's
You know
that?
what I'm saying?
You're it. No, I'm just kidding, man. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna probably bring another chair in here and get another coach in here, man. Let's see who can
Add
step
another
it up.
co-host?
Maybe. I don't know.
Add another co-host?
Look at that.
I mean,
Look at that. Look at that. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
We had everything backwards. We had a mango cart in the middle.
We had Sam Dog in there, baby.
We had Sam Dog in the middle there with the on air was off. My Celsius there. We had the whole production on scene. Look at that. Look at this.
With my big old forehead. Jesus.
Man, that's great. That was a year ago when we said we're starting off a podcast. So
Wow. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We might have to bring that one back for the old school. A little throwback.
Yeah.
Throwback Thursdays.
yeah, let's do it.
There with the little things.
Yes, sir.
Man.
All right, man. Well, we just want to thank everyone again for, supporting us and, guiding us. And, we'll take the constructive criticism well. So let us know what we can get better at or, what you guys got out of it as well. It's been great. Shout out to everyone out there that you guys are doing an amazing job. You guys keep doing it. High school baseball is coming to an end here. We got MLB, we got NBA, NFL draft today. So, we definitely looking forward to this coming year.
Yeah. And then I just got a message. My little niece just had a kid, so
Oh man, there
she
you
just had a
go.
baby today.
Ooh, Congrats.
Yeah, look at that, huh?
Congrats.
Look at us. Everything on 1 year, huh? So
Congratulations.
you tell me on our 1 year she's gonna have her birthday too? Damn, April 24th. Good for you.
Woo.
Look at Leah. See,
All
she
right.
wears the hell well.
Yep.
That's the mascot. You the mascot of the podcast? Leah? Let's go.
Man. Well, man, go ahead, Lira.
Oh man. Thank you guys again. Episode 43. We appreciate it. There's the 1 year. We can't really describe how we feel, but we are excited to bring what is going to come. I'm in charge of that, so you know it's going to be over the top. I messed up some things, but I can't mess up that. But again, thank you guys. You guys on YouTube, man, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. All that's free. Just support us. We're going to come back with great content. We might even have, the studio outside for a little bit. We don't know yet. We don't know what can bring it within this year, but it's a lot of ideas. Hopefully, you guys can get on board with it.
Oh man,
which I think we will. But we're gonna upgrade. We're gonna go up a notch. I'll tell you that. But
All right.
but then again, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. We out.
We out.